Before we do, let's get to Cassie Sherm. She is live on Esplanade Avenue with essentially a breaking situation, Cassie. I know that there are DPW crews out there with you right now, and you got a breaking news story for us.
That's right. So they just came up. They've been going through this area here. You know, we've been talking about the drainage areas being covered and not clean, and that's what's causing all of this right now. They actually were picking up and trying to make room in this area right here to try to get that water to go in, but there was so much trash that was coming up from it and debris, they weren't able to do that. But they were able to get this manhole cover right here. You guys can see it's draining down, but the amount of water down the street, I'm actually, Steven, if you can walk a little bit closer, just be safe. You can see it's flowing down, and it's going down pretty quickly, but if you look all the way down the street here, both sides of the street here on Esplanade are completely flooded. Is this one as well pretty bad? What are you guys seeing in it?
It is flowing back at me.
It's flowing back at you. So what's that mean in terms of, like, you know, if it's flowing back in, how is it, it's pretty full?
It's pretty full, yeah, it's pretty full. So we're gonna try to find some other ones in this area and get it going.
Thank you so much for being out here. We appreciate you guys so much, and we'll let you guys continue to work. But again, you can't really see it because it's covered in water here, and the water is not clear. But this entire area completely covered in water, and that's because all of the drainage areas here are completely blocked. And Travers, you know, you've been covering this pretty extensively as well. So yeah, I'm going to send it back to you guys right now, and I'll let you know how it is in just a little bit.
Cassie, before you do, can you and Kadisha show that? That's the issue right there. Y'all just walked past it. It looks like it's a clogged storm drain. Y'all just zoomed in on it a second ago.
Yeah.
That's the issue. You can see water is not draining through that catch basin right there, and then it backs up, and that's probably why they're popping the storm drain to clean out the pipes underneath that catch basin. But that, in turn, is a shot of what the issue is in the city of New Orleans. Yeah.
And Travers, when he was cleaning it, I mean, there was so much trash coming out of here that he wasn't even able to make it clear earlier. And that was one of the cases across the street as well. So, I mean, the amount of trash, there was beads in there, debris, they're not able to do anything. And, you know, some of the workers were telling me they just don't have the staff either. They don't have enough staff to go through and clean all of these right now, especially when it's raining like this. So they're out here trying to do what they can, but, you know, he said it really should be done previously, but when you don't have the people, he says it makes things difficult, so.
Yeah, you're right, Cassie. 70,000 catch basins around the city of New Orleans. As we have reported, which is a story for another day, not right now, $10 million set aside, none of that money used to clean catch basins. But once again, you can see that is the reason why there's a lot of backup.
We were talking earlier, you said that you even had employees try to clear some of those catch basins that have been issued.
I've had over the years to have an employee get down and clear out debris out of this particular catch basin on North Robinson Street. And I did, after that one time he did it, I did ask him not to do it again because my fear of him being injured while being on the ground or something being in there that he could hurt himself or something could happen. So I just advised him not to do it again.
And you said a whole trash bin almost of trash in those catch bins.
It was a lot of debris. It was just complete debris, leaves, some things that definitely shouldn't have been in there.
Well, I'm hoping we can get a handle on this. And, you know, unfortunately, guys, this is what happens. You know, you got cars driving down here. Water comes up to the buildings. You know, a lot of these business owners are asking you. And, in fact, DPW is asking you, if you don't have to be out here driving right now, don't be out here. They have the manholes that are uncovered right on there. And they are telling people you could drive your car into one of these holes. It will not be good for your car. It will not be good for DPW, and especially some of these businesses here. So again, if you can avoid Esplanade Avenue, I would recommend it. You guys can see people are just driving up here as well. So I'm going to send it back to you guys, but you guys can take a look. It's nothing you want to be out right now and about.
No, Cassie, that's good advice. We wish the best to the Bakke family. Obviously, they are legendary restaurateurs right there at Little Dizzy.
Guys, I have to say, I think this is the worst area I've seen since walking through, and we actually had to wade through the floodwaters all the way up St. Anne and North Galvez, up North Galvez to Orleans, and I mean, you guys can see I'm 5'3.5" on a good day, and the water past my knees. Cars have been getting stuck in this area, especially along North Galvez. We've seen a lot of people try to drive it, and they're just getting stuck. Be careful, Stephen. There's a lot of debris in that area. But you guys can see if you just pan around, a lot of water. Cars are up here on the neutral ground part, thank goodness, because if you're not, your car's probably going to have some damage. People are actually walking their bikes through the water over here. It's deep down there, so just be careful. There's now 3 cars that have collected over here that are stuck on down North Galvez right there. That's where the flooding, it collected, so it's slowly going down. Have you guys seen it this bad anywhere else? No, it's pretty bad, especially if you get past that first car right there, it gets deeper, so just be careful, okay? I know. So guys, a lot of the buildings in this area are also dealing with the water here as cars are driving through. It's pushing up the water to the homes and stuff like that. And Stephen, come walk with me for a second. Just be very careful. We're going to turn you around real quick. We're actually at a venue right here. It's called Rays on the Avenue. And if you look through the door here, you can see things are floating inside the building. It's kind of hard to see, but we've seen some things floating in there. They have at least a foot of water inside this business right here. It looks like it has some drum sets and stuff like that. Nice little area to listen to music, and it's taken on some water. I've heard multiple businesses down Orleans. Bye, be safe. Multiple people down Orleans have either been stuck or their businesses have been flooded. So we're going to continue to keep on going down. I heard Broad Avenue area, the Broad Theater may have taken on some water too, so we're going to check that out. But I mean, people are attempting to drive through. That side over there looks a little bit higher, so not too bad. But that's the problem, is you just never know when you're trying to drive through these areas of where you could or could not get stuck. And I mean, guys, the water's deep right here, so it's just not worth it.
New Orleans Intrame, where it is just not draining that rapidly. But Cassie, according to the Sewage and Water Board, they're just asking people to be patient. They say it could take as long as 5 hours.
Yeah, not draining is definitely what's happening here. I'm on St. Anne and North Galvez Street. You see Orleans Avenue right back behind me here. Cars have been stalled. One car was actually able to get through. It stalled for a second. He was able to kind of turn around a little bit once it came back into motion. But guys, this neighborhood, I mean, I'm 5'3", to give you guys just an idea of how tall this water is. I've gotten to the point we've been soaked all day, so this water's not bugging me anymore. But over the boots here, and cars are going in and out of these neighborhoods, and they're trying to figure out how they can get across places, and that's been the issue. You go down one street, you're fine, but then you go down a street like this, you think you're fine until you get to a certain point, and it's just, there's no return. And so a lot of people are just saying that have been driving these streets, and I had talked to one of the drivers who just left, and I mean, this one looks like he's going to try going through as well. They're saying just avoid it. If you don't have to, just don't try to drive through any of this, because you really just don't know. I mean, you guys can see how high the water is just right here now, up to my knees. How are you doing? You feel safe driving throughout this area? Yeah. Are you from New Orleans? Yes. So this isn't new to you? Where are you heading to?
Over here, North Middle.
Okay, so you don't have too far away. How bad was the drive getting through all this, though?
It was really deep.
It was really deep?
Yes.
Yeah, so did you see a lot of stalled cars or
Yes,
anything
it's
like that?
a lot.
Yeah, so well, keep safe.
Thank you.
Okay. You have a good rest of your day. But yeah, so some cars, I mean, a truck here, he's making it through. It's just, you just don't know if your car is going to be able to make it or not. And I'm actually hearing down Orleans Avenue, this is kind of just the norm right now with all this water. It's not moving anywhere at this point. A lot of the drainage areas that you normally would see the water going down, there's no movement towards them at all. I don't know if they are blocked or it's just going slow. But we are going to continue to go down and make our way down towards Orleans Avenue. I heard that the Broad Theater has taken on some water as well, and a lot of people in the neighborhood said that they're trying to walk through all this, but it's just not worth it. But as you guys saw with my previous interview, people are just trying to get home now. They're trying to pick up their kids from school. Some of the schools in the area are saying, take your time. We're going to be here for a while, because just up the street, one of the schools completely surrounded by water. So we're going to continue to give you guys the latest information. Take a look at what is in here right now. We have seen needles coming out. We have seen trash. I mean, pizza, I think, is what I'm seeing a little bit. You know, I mean, this is a lot of stuff in these.
It is. It is. It's a whole lot. It's a lot of needles, a lot of trash. Got to get to it and clean it.
You had mentioned that, you know, the reason why the water is kind of circling over here is because of what's happening over on this side with the underpass.
Right. I just found out from Sewage and Water Board that there is a canal under here. Never knew that. So now we have to try to clean these so that this water can come from down there and get into that canal.
Right now, you guys did all of this. You guys took it out from over there, but the water was moving, but it's coming right back, right?
Right. It's still coming back. Well, rain is still coming down, so it's a fight.
Yeah. And I mean, is this a lot in this kind of thing, or do you guys normally see this much?
We do, normally, especially after events, we have to come out and get these cleaned out again. So second lines and things like that.
You said you guys are going to go check this one now, hopefully to be able to move the water.
Yes, I'm going to go over here and see if I can run a line this way and break this stuff up and send it out.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you guys being here. I'll let you guys continue to keep on working. Please be safe. But guys, a lot of trash in here. And I mean, this is what it's leading to, Travers. And I mean, right now you can see the crews are actually sucking what is in the catch basin right now. And I just want to tell you guys, it was completely full. Nothing was moving. And they're saying that it's this catch basin here that's the issue for a majority of Esplanade. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this thing right here for DPW, it sucks up all of the trash, or at least most of the trash, to try to make it clear. This entire thing completely covered some gross things in there. They said, you know, when it comes to second lines and after big events like this, it usually gets this full. And when it comes to rain events, if it's not cleaned before then, it's going to flood. And this has been a majority of the issue when it comes just for the Esplanade Avenue. You guys can see the water's still there. It's not moving, and it really hasn't moved since we've moved down from that section. It's just not fun. If you can be inside right now, I would 100% recommend it. In fact, a lot of the businesses in the area are just telling customers, stay away right now. It's just not worth it, and especially some of the neighborhoods down here, because I mean, it's not just this corner, guys. It goes all the way down Esplanade, and I was actually on Canal Street earlier today where you saw the same type of thing. We had this much rain coming down earlier this morning, and when we just have this much coming down, it just starts to flood and it starts to stick. Now, especially today has been very bad. Multiple cars were stuck out here, but a lot of them have been towed since we've been out here, and the community members say this is just something normal that they've had to live with. In fact, I'm gonna let you take a look. You can see just how dark the water is here. You can't even really see any of the grates or anything like that. They say a lot of the problems come with the storm drains just being covered in leaves, and that's what causes a big issue. And we're right next to Ursuline Academy over here, another area that kind of flooded around. But guys, positive thing, it is moving. It just is moving very slowly. But if you take a look at some of the video that we shot earlier today, all across New Orleans in the Treme, on Esplanade Avenue, we saw a lot of water. Some of that water as high as my knees, and people were wading through it trying to get home from work. There was water in businesses, in some homes, and just a lot of people saying they don't understand why so much water was sitting on the roadways. And you know, a lot of people were actually shocked because when they would drive through some of these areas, they had no idea just how deep that water is. So a lot of people having to leave their cars behind or be stuck in their cars while they wait for a tow truck or someone to come rescue them. And so guys, a lot of water. Fortunate thing, there's no more rain. Everyone is very happy about that in this neighborhood. And we're going to continue to follow this up, especially when it comes to what's going on with those drain areas and why a lot of those were just completely filled with trash, and maybe see what can be done about that.